what we need to do is this is the standard piece of yarn that you're going to get off of the skein. It's a 4-strand yarn. All we need is separate it into 2 strands. It's 1 strand yarn. That's 2. Just pull those free. You hold on to those. There's 2 other strands. Then take your 2 strands, go fly tying comb, just like you do a old school way of doing a Fontaine sparkle pupa. Just pull it out, and you're going to have worsted spots in it, knots in it, so to say. Just going to brush them out. Brush out approximately 3 inches. Welcome to Utah's Fly Corner. Today I'm going to show you how to tie my ultra egg. The good part about the ultra egg is it's a half an egg, very similar to Jeff Blood's Blood Dot. With this tying style with the half an egg, what it gives you an advantage of is having an open hook gap underneath. So therefore you can tie it on any hook you'd like. Dry fly hook, a nymph hook. If you still want to use a scud hook, you can. But with a scud hook, what's going to happen, with such a wide open gap in there, it's going to cause you to snag more. Using white uni 8/0 and wrap it back to about the point. Take my piece of yarn, I'll bring my thread back up. I want a nice tight thread base with this fly. Splay my yarn. Back up. These guys went up too far, just simply trim them out of the way. Thread back. Don't be shy with thread wraps on this fly. Now for the inner workings of the ultra egg. What these inner workings are going to actually do for you is it's going to give you the structure that you need, and it's also going to keep your structure after catching fish. Wrapped up, wrapped back. We're going to throw 1 loop, one, thread back, throw 1 more loop, make sure your loops get flat. Take your glow bug yarn, using steelhead orange. What I like to do is I put it around my thread like that. And then with my thread tight coming down, I pull it down nice and tight. 1 wrap in front, 1 wrap behind, 1 more in front, just tie it on. It's very similar to doing a parachute. I like to wrap to the eye, come back up. Make yourself a loop of equal size to your last one. Wrap back over it to push it back. Make sure it spreads out. Bring your thread in front. Make yourself another loop. It's going to help structure. Lift those ends up. Snip that guy out of there. You don't need him anymore. Open up your loops with your fingers. Force them down and open. And flatten them out. Get them away from the glow bug yarn. Take your glow bug yarn, lift up on it hard. Pull on it. With your scissors down close, snip it. If you have any glow bug yarn that's resonating off that you missed, simply just snip it out. You basically have a blood dot fly right here. Now we're going to take the veil over. When you bring it over, pinch it once you get it over to the top. See how it's sitting? And then pinch and loop. Tie it down with 2 turns. Then you can tighten your veil. If you don't like how some fibers are sitting, you can always trim them off. Lift up your veil, tight turns. That'll lock your other turns down. I like to pull this back, go into the whip finish. I whip backwards. People say not to whip backwards, but it doesn't matter. What matters is when you tighten your whip. When you tighten it, don't pull down. Remember, you whip backwards. Pull it straight back. In that case, my thread broke right there. Cut that tag out. I'm going to cut this guy nice and flush. You basically have an ultra egg. What I like to do to make the ultra egg extra secure, to secure that veil even more, take your favorite head cement. I like Sally Hansen's Hard as Nails. And get it right on that head, right onto your wraps. But as you can see, clear underneath, leaving you plenty of room. Now if I get the fly wet, of course I'm going to retie this one because there's no way that head cement was dry. But for video's sake, we'll sacrifice a tie. You have yourself a half an egg, and it's nice and solid. Not solid to the point where the fish take it and spit it out because it feels unnatural. It's nice and squishy. Just like if you were to pick up a real egg. Of course, a real egg's nice and slimy, so you can't even squish it without it flying out of your fingers. The water maintains its shape. You can clearly see the blood dot inside. You can clearly see how much hook gap is clear. That's my ultra egg. I'm Johnny Utah. Check me out on my blog, www.utahsflycorner.blogspot.com.